Dramatic enough for you? Flash Talks returns. Half term done. Back to it. I'll go switch Arnie off now. Okay, let's go into it. Today's episode. Great to be back, by the way. Thank you. Nice to see you. Can't see no one. Don't know why I'm saying nice to see you. It's just a thing you say. Okay, right. Manchester United. It's over. Is the header of this episode. Sounds quite dramatic, but it's time to be a little bit dramatic. We're finished as a major, massive club. We're not in the elite anymore. Yesterday was yet another reminder that we're not included in the elite mentality. From top to bottom, it's over. It's time to accept as a fan base. It's going to be hard to hear, but we need to accept we are at best, mid-table Premier League good club. And that's it. That's the ambition now, is because these Glazers are here to stay. No matter what anyone says, they're here to stay. They're going to keep sponging the money off of us, and this is it now. I want to talk about. Let's just rip it up, rip it all up. Ralf Rangnick said it right. It's open heart surgery. It's time to just rip it up. Something in the mentality of every single person in this playing squad is doomed. It's just, I think it's you sign for United and you think you've made it, and that's it. That's all it is. The only player in recent signings that I've seen the hunger, there's a couple actually. I don't want to. This is another thing I hate. I hate going for players all the time. I hate going for managers. Yesterday, the fault lies with Ten Hag. The fault lies with the players. You can't blame yesterday, sort of, on the ownership and everyone above that. We were outclassed yesterday, simple as. I'm not going to do an episode dedicated on what happened with the penalty, because if you looked, I'll go into it anyway. If you looked at what happened with Maguire pulling Haaland back later on in the game, that's a penalty. It's exactly the same situation as what went on before that. So this, anyway, we could do a whole episode on that if you want me to, on VAR, how it's ruining football. But the subject today is United. Rip it up, take it back to basics. It's time to start lowering our standard, because these players don't have the mentality to think we can be Premier League winners, Champions League winners. I don't think they've even got the mentality to be in the Champions League, to be honest. I fully expect us to crash out of the Champions League dramatically this season. And if I'm honest, I'd rather we weren't in the Champions League or the Europa League or the Conference League for the next couple of years. There's something in the mindset that needs looking properly across the board. Whether Mr. Ratcliffe is coming in with his 25%, he's going to have a say in this, that, and the other. He's going to bring his own people in, whatever. What needs to happen is these players are playing too many games, and the manager's picking the same players over and over again. Mr. Rashford, Mr. Bruno, etc. and co. I don't know if they're knackered but this has gone from day one. From the start of this season, the Wolves game, I finished that game and I thought, something's not right. They look like they're still in pre-season mode. And it's been like that for the whole 10 games. We're 10 games in. Just, it's nothing. There's nothing there. Back onto what I was saying earlier on. Højlund is the player I think that has the ambition and the excitement in him. Also, Johnny Evans, 35-year-old Johnny Evans, should be getting ready to retire. Comes back to United. He can't believe his luck. The hunger, the desire gets ripped from these players, ripped from everyone in this club. it's shameful. And I can whinge and moan all I like. I have seen Manchester United be dominant, successful for 20 years of no. For me personally, for 10 years, I started supporting the club in 2002. So yeah, up until Fergie's retirement in 2013. So yeah, about 10 years of dominance. And the way I see it right now, we've had 10 years of being mediocre and all right, but not an elite club. We've won trophies, yes, we have. And any football team that wins trophies should be the biggest, proudest achievement for any team. And what worries me is back in February when we won the Carabao Cup, I was so delighted. 6 years I'd waited for this trophy moment again, and I've forgotten how good it felt. And I thought this would get into the players. They showed no backbone in the FA Cup final. And ever since then, it's just they're doing the same thing that they do over and over again. Threw Moyes under the bus. I know these players weren't here then. Season 1 performed for Louis. Season 2, oh, well, that's not going very well. Off he goes. Jose Mourinho comes in. Oh, we better make an impression. Here we go. Season 2 actually went quite well for Mourinho in terms of we finished second. Season 3, not enjoying this anymore. Let's throw him under the bus. Ollie comes in. Oh, this is amazing, isn't it? Well, why didn't we have Ollie from the start? And then the same old bullshit mentality. And it's happening again to this manager. And I've had enough of it. I'm sick and tired of hearing people say that it's the manager's fault. It's the manager's fault. Yes, the manager has to take blame. Of course he does. But these players are not fit for purpose of being elite-minded. Manchester United, a great historical football club, are now living on our history, our name. And that's what we took mick out of Liverpool for many years. We are now the Liverpool of the 2000s. That's it. Don't like it. It's fact. And the players getting older. Why wasn't Casemiro playing yesterday? Probably because he wouldn't be able to cope with it. Why wasn't Varane playing yesterday? Probably because he wouldn't be able to cope with it. This is the harsh reality. So much of this squad is almost done. And what I want now is for this, if things aren't going to change and we're going to carry on doing this marquee signing in the summer, this is the shirt sales one, then let's get these players as old as possible, ship them off, out they go. Manchester United are going to be a mid-table team for the next, I'd say, 5 years, if this is staying like this. We were spoiled for success for so many years. Excuse me 1 second, just another swig. Good to be back, everyone. Hope you had a good week. Spoiled. What's quite heartbreaking for me is my son, bless him, he's 7 years old. He just loves football. And he said to me last week, Dad, I support all the teams. And I said, yeah, it's fine. You enjoy. But I only want Man United shirts. I only want Rashford shirts. And yesterday, I was watching the game with him. So normally I get quite effing blinding watching football. I tried to bite my tongue yesterday with him. I went for Rashford yesterday because he was pissing me off. And my son looked at me like, what's Rashford done? He's not running. He just doesn't care. He needs to be dropped. Bruno needs to be dropped. I don't care if he's the captain. He needs to be dropped. And this is quite hard to say because last season those two were my favourite players. And my son sort of catched on to that. These are the two best players at United. it's exhausting. It's Newcastle next in the cup. This is another thing. Maybe we go back to that mentality of we're the cup team of the 80s, where we'll have good Carabao and FA Cup runs. And we done it last season. Eric Ten Hag finished third, finished Carabao Cup winners, and got to the FA Cup final. That is a brilliant season. That's an overachievement. I don't care what anyone says. This team is not designed to finish in the top four. It's not designed to finish in the top five. I'd say if they finish this season, would be a success for me if we finish sixth. It really will be. It will be a massive success. And bravo to Ten Hag for doing that. The trouble is, don't want to be in the Europa League. For me, it's Champions League or nothing. We might as well take a step at what Arsenal did years back, and I think there's a few other clubs, but finish lower down the table, gives the team more time together, work out what the hell's going on, and we go from there. And that's about it for this morning. I'm still disgusted at what I saw yesterday, but it's a reality check. Manchester City are the best team in the world. Fact. And Pep said it best from top to bottom. He's got everyone above him on his side. They all want the same thing. They all strive to be the best. Mr. Ten Hag, I feel very sorry for him. The people above him don't have that. So maybe it is that quick change we need to have that mindset. He needs backing. He looks exhausted himself. He looks lost. Yes, he made wrong decisions yesterday, but he kind of had to make mistakes and learn from the mistakes. But yeah, that's me done on United today. I think 12 minutes is enough. I could rant and rave for ages and ages. You see the stress line here. I'm not blaming it on United. It's I don't sleep that well, which could be United. I've got some great content coming up, by the way. I'm doing a Halloween special tomorrow. Don't really know. I'm working out what to do with that one. And then with my obsession with Radio 1, I am doing a top 40 best Radio 1 DJs since the year I started listening, 2002 as well. Something about 2002. Yeah, I'm doing a countdown. So I hope the DJs will be tuning in to find out where they are on my chart. And some other stuff coming up this week as well. Let us know if you want anything specifically spoken about. Flash Talks is back. Ooh, yeah, baby. Have a great day, all. Happy Monday. Here we fucking go.